And welcome to the Tiger Baseball Complex. Dan Hawk on the call for you today as Capitol Hill Red Wolves come to town against Broken Arrow. As far as the season has gone, it's been a tough outing for the Red Wolves. They're 7-22 overall, 0-12 in the district. That is according to OSSARankings.com. Broken Arrow 19-10 overall, 7-5 in the district. Tigers looking to keep rolling. A nearly perfect no-hitter the other night here at home. Tigers have won 2 in a row. Today is a doubleheader. We'll only have the first game of the doubleheader against the Red Wolves this afternoon. On the bump today for the Tigers is Lucas Hernandez. He'll be throwing to Tyler Billingsley. Starting lineup for the Tigers: Kelton Tarr, right fielder; Grady Oliver at second; Jordan Myers at third; Cooper Bates, center field; Tanner Bedford, our DH; Rock Natali at shortstop; Lane Condry at first; Tyler Billingsley at catcher; Bryce Smith in left field; and like I said, Hernandez on the bumps. For Capitol Hill Red Wolves, they'll start it off with Sergio Loreto, followed by Jacob Arizpe, and in the hole is Houston Gonzalez. So plenty of baseball left to be played. Tigers will play a doubleheader today, and they host Stillwater and Lincoln Christian. So a lot of action going on. Lincoln Christian, a very talented 3A team, regardless if they are at the 3A level or not. Being a private school, they always have a lot of good position players, and they will be a force that will come into town later in the week. I know they're 15-18 overall, but they're still a good team from what Coach Dobson has told me. So we'll get this one underway here at the Tiger Baseball Complex. Sergio Loreto will start it off for the Red Wolves. First pitch, a grounder, goes right to Natali, and that will be out number 1.
Left fielder number 2, Jacob Arizpe.
So Jacob Arizpe will come to the plate, the left fielder. He takes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. We'd like to thank our One Club sponsors: First National Bank of Broken Arrow, Simpson St. John, Tulsa Bone and Joint, TTCU Federal Credit Union, the Arrow Group, and Quick Trip. Rizpe fouling that one. That one's going to go into the bullpen, so he now falls to 0-2. Kind of a brisk night. Not too bad, but weather blowing all over the place. I first saw the flag out in center field going directly into right. Now it's kind of going towards the plate. Rizpe fouls this one off near his own dugout. 72 degrees, but as the sun sets, it will definitely be cooler for game number 2. And Arizpe strikes out on a breaking ball for the second out of the inning.
9, Houston Gonzalez.
Houston Gonzalez now at the plate. One bangs right off the iron of the fencing behind home plate. Reason why this is a doubleheader is Capitol Hill didn't want to drive up twice to Broken Arrow, and rightfully so. So it will be a double dip today. Ernie Banks would always say, let's play 2. Nice pitch on the outside corner. It's now 1-2. Another breaking ball, and that will end the inning. No hits, no errors, and no runners left on. Tigers come to the bat in the bottom of the first. You're watching Tiger Baseball on ArrowVision.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Ascension St. John, you'll find advanced heart care, brain and spine care, and personalized cancer care. And we excel just as much in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
If you and your family have been waiting for the perfect time to jump into your dream home, it's here. We make buying a new home as easy as it is exciting with quick credit approvals and great rates. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Your side hustle keeps you moving. We'll help you get where you really want to go. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Life happens in a hurry. Our money experts will help you keep up. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Welcome back to the Tiger Baseball Complex. 1-2-3 inning for Broken Arrow now. We'll see what the offense gets going. We'll start it off with Kelton Tarr, the right fielder, followed by Grady Oliver, Jordan Myers, and Cooper Bates. So hopefully we'll get to Cooper Bates in the cleanup spot. Tigers 19-10 overall, 7-5 in the district. Double wins here against Capitol Hill. They'll be over the 20-win mark as well. So hopefully things go in favor of Broken Arrow with Capitol Hill. Capitol Hill, like I said, has struggled. They are 7-22. They've lost 4 in a row. Their last win with John Marshall, a 12-1 win, but that's also against a 5A team. First pitch, a ball for Tarr. And looking at their record, I don't believe they have one win against a 6A team. So Red Wolves got a lot of ground to make up. Tarr lets that one go on the outside corner. Ball 3. Fastball runs in, but it's called for a strike. 3-1. And he gets hit, so he's going to go to first. Grady Oliver now will come to the plate. He's batting .471. 6 runs, 8 hits, 5 RBIs. 1 triple and 1 double.
Number 3, Grady Oliver.
Not a bad average overall for Broken Arrow at the plate, .268. That one's in the dirt. Tarr goes into second. That's going to go right back up the middle. And we're going to send Tarr home, and no one's going to be near him, so that one's going to go to the backstop. And Oliver says, I'm not through with it. He's going to go into third. That one goes in the outfield, and now he decides to take it home. So on the airs, Oliver gets at least a double. And the Tigers jump out to a 2-0 lead. So with no outs, Jordan Myers, the third baseman, comes up.
Jordan Myers.
It's Cooper Bates in the on-deck circle. Myers takes strike one. Myers fouls that one, and that should get out of play, and it does. So he now falls to 0-2. Myers batting .316. Nine RBIs. Pretty good season. Myers crushes that one. That's going to go over the right field's head, and it's going to one-hop the wall, so he's going to go into second with a stand-up double. Ground rule double, that is. Looks like he's going to give his batting gloves away.
Next up for the Tigers, number 7.
And joining me for a little while is Executive Director of Athletics, Mr. Dustin Smith. Hey, you know, anytime I can call a baseball game with you, I can retire. This is a perfect day.
You're like Bob Uecker.
Yeah,
I'll
something
just be
like
the
that.
color analyst that says, fly ball
Yeah, fly ball.
caught. What's up, Dan?
How you been, man? It's
Man,
been a while.
Living the dream.
You know, for athletic directors, this is kind of your dream, getting a doubleheader today. Because Capitol Hill wanted to obviously not have to make two trips up here.
Right.
So for them, I mean, it makes more sense to make this a doubleheader. I know you got to fix your rotations a little bit and stuff like that, but
And you
it
look
does
at
make it easier.
their dugout's not full with
No.
a lot of utility players, we'll call them.
No,
Like a knuckleballer.
They've had a rough year, but it's good to see that they're not giving up and wanting to play all these games too. 2-1 on Bates. Bates fouls that one off. Going to go into the parking lot. Hopefully he doesn't hit my car.
You know, I used to play golf with a guy that said if you live on a golf course, you deserve to get your house
true.
hit.
That is very
But
factual.
if you park close to a fence at a baseball game, you deserve to get your car hit.
Yeah, you kind of deserve it. I agree. 2-2 on Bates now. Myers with a comfortable lead at second. As Garcia steps off the rubber and Myers goes back to second. So they reset. 2-2 now. Bates tried to sit back on that one, but it might fall in. It's going to go foul. He's going to get another chance at it. With a knuckleballer, that will give you some headaches at the plate.
Well, and in the wind here, you know that it's going to dance a little bit. So the action there obviously is you got to try to guess where it's going to be, really.
Right. Myers with a big lead at second. Bates sits back. That's going to go into right. Myers tags. And he gets into third as Bates flies out.
And it tells you what kind of wind's blowing out there because it looked like it was going straight away center off the bat, and it faded all the way over to right field. So that's just an added element. You got to play the wind.
On a day like this, I enjoyed playing outfield, though.
You did enjoy it?
Because you're staying active the whole time.
Yeah, there's very few atom
can't
balls
stand,
out there.
Yeah, you can't just stand around. Tanner Bedford, the DH at the plate. One bounces. Their center fielder, Rosdale.
Shaded way over to the right.
Shaded way into right. Edward fouls it off.
It looked like he knew that, too. He looked like he almost tried to go to left center there. And they'll tell you in baseball, hit it where they're not.
Right.
Don't hit it right to them, obviously. And you take scouting reports and you can go cover somebody. But you also got to – the pitcher's got to execute the pitch in the location that you want it in. If it's thrown outside and you go with it, like he goes that way again there, ground straight to the shortstop.
Yeah, and that's going to be an easy play for the Red Wolves.
But an RBI.
And Loretto. But Myers comes in to score, so it's now 3-1. Or, excuse me, 3-0. So with 2 outs.
Shortstop, number 2, Brock Natali.
Brock Natali will take a crack at it.
One of my favorite names on the team. Maybe because I've been saddled with Smith my whole life, but
it's a good one. Natali trying to get a grounder to go into right.
Great effort there by 13.
Yeah, that was great effort from Loretto.
It's a long way to run.
So that is a single there, but fought for all that one.
I talked to Lane today coming out, and Lane Condry's up at the plate. And
our first
I'm excited to see him have a full year under him. He had a football season was cut short for him, and now getting to see him play as a dual sport athlete. I saw him coming out of the VTC, the Varsity Training Center, this afternoon, and I said, hey, let's get a couple dubs today. And he said, I'm in on that.
Natali gets into second. You know, I know for some that don't know, you write letters to all the seniors when they sign to play their athletics. What was his letter like? You don't need to go into detail, but I'm assuming there's a little bit more emotion with his.
Well, it's just, it's one of those kids that you hate to see what happened to him happen, and that happened so early. But the beauty of sports is its resilience, it's overcoming adversity, it's bouncing back when something happens, and obviously wasn't what he wanted. Wasn't what anybody wanted for his senior season to be cut short. And he contributed. He found ways to continue to contribute. Coaching, he was up in the box a lot and trying to help on the defensive side of the football. So, it's just those kids that you want to see good things happen to him, and he's had a good, productive year out here at the Baseball Diamond. And Scott Starr and I've talked a few times keeping the game up here. He's got a beautiful swing,
Mm-hmm.
and if he gets in, if his confidence is where it should be, he's putting the ball all over the park, and we've seen him hit one out over the BA in the right center field logo out there. He's capable of really damaging a baseball.
I know he's going to be playing for football up at NEO this next year, but selfishly, because I'm a baseball guy, I'd like to see him continue to play the sport of baseball too. But, I know in this day and age, it's hard to play 2 sports anymore.
Well, and those left-handed swings are naturally really nice. One of my favorite players of all time, Ken Griffey Jr., had what they called the sweetest swing.
Yeah, the greatest.
Will Clark was one of those, those guys that are will the thrill that swing from the left side. It's something to behold. I knew as a right-handed batter I wasn't one that had a pretty swing. I was just trying to get the job done.
Lane draws the walk.
Speaking of getting the job done, he did so disciplined there at the plate. Got the walk.
We might have to make a trip to Boise, Idaho then, because Ken Griffey's son is playing for Boise State as a walk-on. He was at Florida A&M, but now he's at Boise State. I saw posts on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Griffey's hanging out at football practice these days.
Are they still called tweets?
I
if
call
it's
them
on
tweets.
X, or do you call them X's?
I don't call them X's. I call them tweets. Tyler Billingsley at the plate with 2 on. That one's way high and inside.
You got a soft spot in your heart for anybody that plays the catcher position, and Billingsley's done that admirably all year. Just they take a beating back there.
Yes, they
foul
do.
balls and bats that are swung through the zone, and they let go with one hand. It comes back and hits them, and they're involved in every play. And I heard a statistic one time. I don't know if you will believe this or not. But how many actual minutes of baseball is live?
Ooh.
In a 9-inning game, what would you say?
Per pitch or
No, for the whole game.
For the
What's
whole
the
game?
average? You know, a game will last 3.5. Well, they've cut it down with the pitch clock now to maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours.
Man, I want to say an hour 46.
Way off.
Yeah, I figured.
Live action, 17 minutes.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm thinking the whole game, but yeah, I get you.
Yeah, 17 minutes of actual
Wow.
action.
Billingsley sits back on one, but that one's going to go directly into Jacob Arizpe. His hands in left field. So the Tigers get 3 here in the first. Dr. Dustin Smith will continue to give me factoids and teach me lessons on the microphone.
I've got plenty of them.
We'll head to the top of the second with Capitol Hill coming to the bat. Stay with us.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Ascension St. John, you'll find advanced heart care, brain and spine care, and personalized cancer care. And we excel just as much in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
If you and your family have been waiting for the perfect time to jump into your dream home, it's here. We make buying a new home as easy as it is exciting with quick credit approvals and great rates. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Your side hustle keeps you moving. We'll help you get where you really want to go. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Life happens in a hurry. Our money experts will help you keep up. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
And welcome back to Broken Arrow Tiger Baseball Complex. Tigers in front 3-0 on Capitol Hill.
The center fielder, Bryce Rochelle.
Bryce Rochelle will come to bat for the Red Wolves. And he sends it high, towering to first, and Lane Condry is all over it for out number 1.
So there's your live action.
Okay.
See, it wasn't very long.
No, it was very quick.
And now there's a long delay between the next batter.
Right fielder number 7.
So me saying an hour 40, I really showed how
You were
smart
way
I am.
off.
Yeah.
Like
Just-
Swimmy, Swami, Swanson,
Yeah.
Samsonite.
Samsonite, exactly.
Little Dumb and Dumber reference for you.
Yeah, I was bad on that one. Strike on the outside corner on Oscar Bacores. Make it 2 in a row.
I mean, this is still games where BA is battling for obviously position for regionals and want to obviously take care of business. 1-2 in a row, and now
Well, and I went over the district standings, and I can pull it up here for you and zoom in a little bit. I mean, the Tigers, 2 wins here, and they'd be ahead of Enid, as that is a beautiful grab for the Tigers. Grady
The
Oliver.
catcher number 99, Alan Duarte.
But I mean, if you see it, it's all kind of bottled up with the overall record. I mean, as far as district goes, it's even more kind of a mess as well, as that one's going to fall in for a base hit.
good piece of hitting.
for Duarte as he gets on first with a single.
That goes back to the statement, hit it where they're not. Clearly, unless we're on the line there, you're not fielding that. But
we have Capital here today. Then we face Stillwater and then Lincoln Christian.
But those are neither Stillwater or Lincoln Christian aren't district games.
No, they're not.
So this will determine.
This is huge today. You can't afford to drop any of these.
No.
Strike number 2 on Luis Sepavide. Big kid, by the way. But he goes down on strikes, so 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. Tigers go to the bottom of the second, leading 3-0 on Capitol Hill.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Ascension St. John, you'll find advanced heart care, brain and spine care, and personalized cancer care. And we excel just as much in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
If you and your family have been waiting for the perfect time to jump into your dream home, it's here. We make buying a new home as easy as it is exciting with quick credit approvals and great rates. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Your side hustle keeps you moving. We'll help you get where you really want to go. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Life happens in a hurry. Our money experts will help you keep up. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa.
And welcome back to the Tiger Baseball Complex. Dan Hawk alongside Dustin Smith, Executive Director of Athletics, on the call with me, sharing some knowledge and giving me factoids about the game of baseball.
I thought you would know some of these.
Yeah. Remember, I grew up in Idaho. We're lucky to have running water.
What are the 2 oldest ballparks in Major League Baseball?
That would be the Chicago Cubs and the Boston Red Sox. As
Which one's
Bryce
older?
Smith gets to first on the bunt. It is the Red Sox right now.
So what would be the 3rd oldest?
Would have been Tiger Stadium, but they obviously changed to Comerica.
Right. Nothing good comes out of there.
Oh, there it is. Is it a National League or American League?
It's a National League.
National League. Dodgers.
Chavez Ravine.
There it is. They're never going to change that either.
Now, Busch Stadium, it's in its 3rd iteration, but it would have challenged that, the original.
So after the hit by pitch.
That's Tar, isn't it? Yep.
Yeah,
Tar got hit.
Next up,
If you're going to get hit, a knuckleballer's where you want to get hit.
Grady Oliver.
Yeah, for sure.
Grady Oliver at the plate.
So Grady Oliver, like you said, at the plate. Tigers running, and they steal a couple bags as Oliver takes the strike one. And I think that was just designed to let his runners run, to be honest with you.
And some of that you got, what we don't know is the signs or signals here that Coach Dobbs getting. Was it a hit and run and just didn't swing? Was it just a take to let the runners advance?
But Oliver has a chance here to get some runs going. Lets that one go up for ball one. It's 1-1. Can we all agree, though, Angel Hernandez needs to retire umpiring? Can we all agree to that?
He is not here tonight. I know that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Of all umpires, and he's still going.
Have you seen the meme that somebody put out that had like a phone log that said Angel Hernandez missed call? Angel Hernandez missed call. It's like 12 of them.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Somebody's log. It's going to go foul.
Yeah, out of play for Oliver. 2-2. No outs with Tar and Smith on the base path.
Is Oliver playing second for us?
Oliver's is playing second.
He's been old Steady Eddie there at second.
Yes, he has. Sits back on one, sends it in to left. And that is going to bring in Smith. And Oliver's going to go into second.
It's a single.
That's just a good heads-up play for him.
But we talked about earlier, hit it where they're not. That's the old 5-6 hole between short and third.
Number 1, Jordan Myers.
Hit hard enough that neither one of them could get to it.
And he did his job as Jordan Myers, the third baseman, comes to the plate. I've been teasing Cooper every time I run into him in the hall that I want to see a home run. Do we see it today with this knuckleballer?
Well, the wind's blowing in.
Of all things, knuckleball, wind, and then I want a home run.
Yeah, you don't ask for much, do you?
No, I do not.
We should. And maybe Scott's different than me, but he may have been able to hit a home run on command.
It's true.
Or if a request was made, but
that one's in the dirt. Are you a turf guy or all natural baseball field guy?
When I grew up, it was natural grass. That's all we had.
But as an athletic director, would you rather have turf?
I would say the beauty of turf is that you can play in anything.
Yes.
Except for lightning, which gives you more opportunity to get games in. But my baseball coach in high school would always say, "Oh, what a heck of a catch there in the bullpen." He climbed the ladder and made that.
How about that?
Pitchers are athletes. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, pitchers are athletes.
Build your position, big fella. But my coach used to tell me, if you didn't get dirty, you didn't play. So it's difficult to get dirty.
It's very difficult, yeah.
Now, it happens because of the rubber
pellets and whatnot.
Right.
One's way out of the zone as Myers almost gets plunked.
Yeah, that ball goes behind him. What they'll tell you is take the bat down with you.
Right, which he did not do, but
that's dangerously close to a foul ball. Not that it would cost him, but
yeah, on a 2-2 count, he's ahead. Sits back on one and goes into left, and another run comes across. That is Tar. Check that. Oliver scores as well. So back-to-back innings. Tigers have now doubled up their lead. They're now leading it 4-0, 6-0.
To answer your question more, to continue that conversation regarding the turf or the natural grass.
Number 7, Cooper Bates.
The thing about turf is you get a true hop.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the field I grew up on, it was a guessing game of whether or not you were going to get a true hop or not. And it gave you a whole new meaning of staying out on the ball and watching into your glove. And I took quite a few off the chops or the eyes or shoulders or any other part of the body.
Cooper Bates lets that one go up.
So the old school guy in me likes the natural grass just because you never know.
I like natural grass. It's hard as an outfielder to, track it on the warning track with turf.
Right, because it doesn't change sound.
Nope, it's exactly the same. You got to trust your outfielders to make sure that they're telling you what where you're at and whatnot. Lots more communication.
Did you ever have an outfielder that didn't communicate?
No, I always had good communication. Yeah.
Like nobody, made anybody mad, and they're like, "Yeah,
No.
let's see this." Just
No.
run smooth into that wall.
Let him run into the wall.
We're like, "Oh, there's a wall there."
Bates fouls that one off. 1-2. And then obviously when I grew up, it was American Legion baseball.
Yeah, that used to be a really big thing, and there's parts of the country that it's coming back.
Yeah.
Before all the travel circuit really took off.
Travel's definitely changed the way we look at summer ball. No outs here in the bottom of the second for Bates. That's that one going in the dirt.
What I loved about Legion ball is you were playing a lot of the guys that you were playing in high school ball.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd play them almost year round. So you figure out tendencies of guys. You got to know guys. You got to really get a good scouting report on those guys, pitchers and batters alike. And sometimes I think that's lost in some of this travel ball.
Bates gets hit on the leg.
But I hate to be one of those guys that's back in my day.
Yeah, I know.
We walked up the hill both ways.
Were you a batting glove guy or a non-batting glove guy?
I was a non-batting glove guy.
Same with me, non-batting glove. I'd only wear it when I was taking lots of reps in the cages, but beyond that, whenever I played, it was no batting gloves. Tanner Bedford, the DH at the plate.
There have been some people, we even have one on our team now that wears the old leather work gloves.
I've seen that.
Saying they're going to work up there.
Bedford hits our ground ball.
Oh. Fielded
Wolves couldn't get.
Just went over the top of the shortstop.
Couldn't make a play, so Myers will come across on the air, and it's now 7-0. If you're not doing anything on Wednesday, we're making a trip to News on 6, but we're also taking the students to a Drillers baseball game if you want to call it the Businessman Special at noon over at One Oak.
The getaway day kind of?
Getaway day, yes.
Like what Cubs games used to always be.
That's right.
God's team, the Chicago Cubs.
Your favorite player is up now.
Oh, Brock. It's not my favorite player. It's a favorite name.
Oh,
I can't say I got a favorite player.
That's true. Okay. My apologies.
They're wearing that BA uniform. They're my favorite player.
Yeah, that's true. But, yeah, Businessman Special if you want to, join us and watch some baseball.
Is it a noon o'clock first pitch?
Noon o'clock first pitch. 12:05, I think, actually.
Oh, then that's not noon o'clock.
12:05. Yeah, 12:05.
Did you like afternoon games?
I liked evening games better. That one goes to the backstop. Tigers runners advance.
You like being under the lights?
I did. But I could play 12 o'clock games too. I've played in it all. Snow, rain. I've played in every type of baseball game imaginable.
Well, if you played in Idaho, was there ever sun?
There was some sun.
Was there?
Harmon Killebrew is from Idaho.
Oh. So one good thing came out of Idaho.
Yeah.
Did you have blue turf when you played?
Did not. We did not. That was only down in college for the football field. Yeah. Lane Condrey up now.
Condrey walked his last at bat.
Yes, he did.
I've asked this question before up here in the box.
That is belted into right. Bates comes across. It's 8-0.
Station to station baseball.
That's right.
But we talk about walk-up songs. What would your walk-up song be?
Ooh. I would do AC/DC, It's a Long Way to the Top, to rock and roll.
Okay.
With the bagpipe part.
That's what you'd have?
Because it's a little wild and a little loud as Billingsley gets plunked right on the top of the head.
That's a catcher for you. He ain't getting out of the way. He's forget that.
And another run comes across. That's Bedford, so it's 9-0. What would your walk-up song be?
I think I may go with Jelly Roll right now.
Jelly Roll.
I only talk to God when I need a favor, and
That's a good
God,
one.
I need a favor.
Maybe Rush
bad.
Rush Tom Sawyer, maybe?
I did use a little Michael Jackson Smooth Criminal.
That's a good one.
I used to steal bases with regularity, so I thought that was a fitting song.
I do like when there's some characters like, some of the A's players have played like George Michael, some funny stuff where everybody's like, what the heck is playing?
I don't remember the group, but there was a girl when I was in Arkansas that had a song that was, her walk-up song was like, I got a real good feeling something bad's about to happen when she got up to the plate, which I thought was genius.
That is genius.
Next up for the Tigers.
Left fielder Bryce Smith with the bases loaded, no outs. Tar looking to get back on the plate is 2 straight bean balls. And that makes it 10-0.
Right fielder number 19, Kelton Tar.
Kelton Tar back at it. Hit by pitch and a walk in the game so far.
Tar's been manning right field for us. Ooh.
He had all day to unload on that one.
I mean, who is Enid playing in this?
Tar goes into right. Condry scores.
Yeah, Enid and Bixby. So Enid needs to win because they're ahead of us, right?
Right.
So if Bixby comes out of there right here above us.
Yeah, they play at 6:30.
Second baseman number 3.
So if Bixby wins both of those, then they'll go to 8-6. We would be 9-5, so we would be ahead of them. Bixby would go to. Bixby still got an outside shot at the district.
Yeah, they do.
So those games are important. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Right. We got to win these two today. I mean, so far, obviously, we're taking care of business, but baseball's a funny game. Bases loaded for Grady Oliver. Little floater.
Should be an infield fly, but yeah, they call
They
it.
finally did call it. So 1 out with Myers at the plate. The only scores of games right now is Edmond Santa Fe 2-0 on Edmond North. Mustang leading Putnam City North 6-0. Bixby and Enid don't play till 6:30. Union and Ponca City at 6:30. Wasso and Norman North. That's another good one. They're just getting underway.
Union, Ponca City. Union's trying to battle for that number 1 seed in the district.
Pull up those district standings for you again. Union and Piedmont both 9-3. 2 teams tied with Bixby and Enid both 8-4, and Broken Arrow sitting at 7-5.
You know, I'm told we got some worldwide listeners that are.
Yeah, my brother was jamming, listening in Japan right now. At the Air Force Base.
And corrected me.
Yeah, correct.
I was a minute shy.
Yeah, a minute shy. Yeah. Myers to center. Center fielder cannot hang on. He
Wind did some damage to that one.
lost his footing. 1 run scores. Make that 2. Yeah, Rosdell I think he lost his footing and then lost the ball.
Well, the wind was
And
blowing.
the wind, yeah, it doesn't help.
You could see the curve on that ball.
Next up for the Tigers.
13-0.
Our center fielder, Cooper Bates.
Bates fly to right and a walk. Still looking for his first hit, and he's going to get it right here, shopping at the gap. Tigers get 2 more. It's now 15-0. So Bates with a heavy bat, clears the bases.
Designated hitter, number 11, Tanner Bedford.
I don't think this would be your walk-up song.
This would not, but I
just
can get
not
down to it.
I'm not feeling you as a Snoop Dogg guy
No.
for your walk-up song.
What position did you play?
Played right field and center.
Right field. Was that all the way through?
Yep, and then in college, they rotated me from center to right a lot. So I could run and throw at one point in my career.
You could?
Dustin, yeah.
So Dan does stuff.
Yeah, you're going to put the trash can on a home plate and see how
See
many
if you
I
can
can
throw it
make.
into it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
see if I can make any to home.
I still want you to go over to the softball diamond and try to hit.
I'm down for that. Summer's going to, how
I'm not talking slow pitch. I'm not talking about.
I know, fast pitch. I
Right.
get you.
I've got several ideas. I think you should pole vault.
Oh, my goodness. You want me to pull?
Coach Wilk has got some. I mean, he's a coach of that.
You want me to die then?
No,
basically.
I'm not saying that. I just want you to pole vault.
I don't know if I could do that.
Like, could you throw the shot or the disc?
I would like to try that,
Would you?
actually. Yeah, I'd like to try that.
Well, we can get our throws coach in on that.
Bedford takes 2 balls. Bates now at second. Bedford draws the walk. I guess I was off by a couple pitches. No biggie. Brock Natali.
Next up, shortstop, number 2, Brock Natale.
Natali with 2 on, 1 out.
It's going to be trouble. It's down the line there, or the wind's
That's
pushing
gonna go
it down that
foul.
way.
I got a question for you for doubleheader games. Could both teams go for just a 1 9-inning game, or do you have to play 2 doubleheaders?
You have to play it in a true game is 5 innings. So
Okay.
9 innings wouldn't work.
Gotcha. And because it's a district game, you would
You
have
got to play a 5.
Gotcha. So if this was non-district and it was a doubleheader, could you make it
And
a
if the coaches agree to it on the front end, I don't think you do it during the game, but
1-1 on Natali?
we're paying these umpires to be here.
I did that for a while when I was still at News on 6. I would umpire some baseball games.
Like varsity baseball?
I did.
Did you?
Yep. Mostly 5A.
Did you squeeze the zone? Were you a little liberal behind the plate? Or
I was pretty open. I like to see both teams fired up, but when I would get those 5A and 4A games, I got tired of getting beaned all the time.
Did you?
So
Did you ever have a catcher just not catch it?
I basically said, son, if you don't catch it, I'm not calling a strike, and it would change the course of a game rather quickly. Did you ever umpire?
I did not. Well, Little League.
That counts.
Yeah, you don't make a call right in that.
Natali
Yeah,
getting
that
one in the Bermuda Triangle. And the bases are now loaded for Lane Condry. Did you ever pull jokes on young freshmen like, hey, can you give me the keys to the batter's box or stuff like that?
No, I didn't. I was locked in when I was
When
calling
you were
games.
locked- No. I meant when you were playing with your
Oh.
teammates or stuff like that.
Condry.
Like, no.
I have a feeling you were a pretty serious kid back in the day.
I
when you-
was. I mean, I had to earn everything I had because
Yeah.
I was such a. They're ending the inning. So Shannon,
What's going on here?
enough's enough.
So that's
That's the inning.
all right.
So we'll go
that,
out and play defense now.
that will do it. Tigers will go back out in the field as we'll continue here. You're watching Tiger Baseball on ArrowVision.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Ascension St. John, you'll find advanced heart care, brain and spine care, and personalized cancer care. And we excel just as much in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
If you and your family have been waiting for the perfect time to jump into your dream home, it's here. We make buying a new home as easy as it is exciting with quick credit approvals and great rates. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Your side hustle keeps you moving. We'll help you get where you really want to go. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Life happens in a hurry. Our money experts will help you keep up. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
So the Tigers scored 9 in the bottom of the second.
Defensive changes all around.
Yes, there is.
Really.
Loretto comebacker to Hernandez, and Hernandez tosses it over to first for the first out of the inning.
And that ball was smoked.
That was peppered. So I hear the hot dogs are phenomenal.
Yeah,
here.
I'm telling you, you can put it on top of your head and let your brains or tongue beat your brains out trying to get to it.
What do you put on your hot dog, Dustin?
Relish, mustard.
Onions?
I mean, if they got them.
Dennis Miller.
Grilled onions. If you got some nacho cheese, it's hard to beat that on top of a dog.
Are you buying? Is that what I hear?
I like to buy when it goes to half price.
All right, well, now I got to ask you the most important question then. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Or a taco? I would go more with a taco than a sandwich.
It's between two pieces of bread, though.
Correct. But it's split.
It is split. Unless you folded it down.
Folded a bun down?
Yeah, you just put two buns on. I've seen people do that.
Oh, so make it a hot dog sandwich. If you're doing that,
then it's a straight sandwich.
Two buns. I can buy that, I guess.
Okay. Two and two on Miller. Lets that one go in the dirt. 3-2.
So defensively, new third baseman, new left fielder, new center fielder. Can't tell if that's Tar out in the right.
As Miller is frozen. Hernandez has got 4 strikeouts already. Giving up 1 hit.
Next up for the Red Wolves, second baseman, number 13, Sergio Loreto.
Sergio Loreto. First one's a ball. How's your Cubs doing these days? Foul ball, 1-1.
Not real good. I mean, they're above 500, but lost 2 to the Marlins, which is
that's bad.
It's like getting beat by Dan Hawkins.
It's true. It's true. Cubs 13-9. Dan Hogg's Fighting Tigers are 12-10.
Didn't you guys start out at like 8-0?
Something like that.
You were all bragging about how undefeated they were.
I was like, this is the year, baby. And, well, they brought him back down to earth. Rado swings right through it. It's now 1-2.
So a big day tomorrow on the BA campus. Regionals, slow pitch softball will be here. Enid and Union are the other two teams that'll be in that regional.
Laredo strikes out, and that will end the inning. So the Tigers go 1, 2, and 3. We'll have the bottom of the third coming up on ArrowVision. Stay with us.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Ascension St. John, you'll find advanced heart care, brain, and spine care, and personalized cancer care. And we excel just as much in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
If you and your family have been waiting for the perfect time to jump into your dream home, it's here. We make buying a new home as easy as it is exciting with quick credit approvals and great rates. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Your side hustle keeps you moving. We'll help you get where you really want to go. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Life happens in a hurry. Our money experts will help you keep up. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
And welcome back to the Tiger baseball field. Lane Condry getting ready to go to the plate. He will face a new pitcher, Jose Laredo. Tigers lead it 15-0. We'd like to thank our One Club sponsors, First National Bank of Broken Arrow, Cincinnati St. John, TTCU Federal Credit Union, Tulsa Bone and Joint, Quick Trip, and the Arrow Group. Don't forget Tiger Threads. They're open at their new location, 2200 North 23rd Street, Suite 161, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Broken Arrow Public School staff members get an extra discount. So check out all their stuff, hats, T-shirts, sweaters, pullovers, golf shirts.
We got 7 minutes to get there. You think we could do it?
I think we can make it happen. Brock might even hook you up with a shirt if you sprint it all the way over.
Sprint it.
Condry sits back. Sends it to left. That one's going to go foul, though. Condry's got a single and a walk. Those other scores for you, we'll check in on those in a moment. Mustang leading Putnam City North 8-0. Santa Fe and Edmond North still 2-0. Edmond Santa Fe.
And you said Bixby and Enid play at 6:30?
Yes. That's
at Enid?
Looks like at Enid.
It's a journey.
It is a journey. I have been to Enid for baseball before, too, as Condry
Let it go foul.
Goes foul. Laredo is unable to catch it coming off the mound, coming all the way to the plate. So second chance for Lane. So busy day tomorrow, regionals.
Yep. Soccer is off this week. We'll get assignments. Should have gotten assignments today. The boys should be at home next Monday.
Okay.
Single game should be a 7 o'clock kick. I think the girls will be on the road.
Still waiting to confirm on that one. Lane is going to get on with an error from Capitol Hill. As Gonzalez unable to hold on.
Billingsley's at the plate.
Next up for the Tigers, catcher number 9, Tyler Billingsley.
That's a good catcher's name, too, by the way.
Billingsley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just seems like it.
I mean, this is a change of pace for sure in pitchers.
How you feeling about both of our soccer teams now that regionals and playoffs are upon them and whatnot?
I mean, the boys have dropped one this year, and that was in overtime.
Right.
We got
Bishop
the state
Kelly.
finals last year, and I mean, look on pace to do that. The girls have played extremely well of late.
Down the
I mean, there's
stretch, yeah.
I think they're in a really tough district. Owasso's good. Norman North's good. We're right there, and I think because of points, we'll be I think we were the 4th seed. I don't know for sure.
Condry goes to second on the pass ball.
But I thought that OSSAA was sending that out today. And the coaches may know exactly who the opponents are. But it's going to be a busy couple weeks because regionals kick in and state tournaments, and the finish line is upon us. Trying to sprint to the finish.
Hard to believe that my first year of covering Tiger Athletics is coming to a close. That means I'm going to hang out with you all summer, right? You got the pool at your house, right?
Yeah.
I'm invited, right?
So would we courtesy running here?
Now heading for the Tigers, number 16, Jax Gibson.
Jax Gibson coming up to the plate.
Or courtesy running. Looked like 20 is coming out to run. So Billingsley, he's replacing Billingsley.
Yeah, Billingsley's day is. We'll find out if he's done. And Jax Gibson replacing Bryce Smith. That's in towering fly ball to right. There's one.
'18's batting.
Another base hit for the Tigers.
Colin
Dean for Kelton Tar.
Next up, second baseman number 3, Grady Oliver.
As Grady Oliver back at it. Mainstay for the Tigers in this lineup today.
Grady's had a couple RBI.
Yeah, he has. First pitch is high. He's out of the zone. Two 2-0 on Oliver.
Here's a question for you. Have you seen any chupacabras lately?
I have not.
You haven't?
I have not.
Tiffany Jones would appreciate that.
That's a good joke for Coach Jones. 3-0 for Oliver. I did see them in El Paso, though.
Chupacabras?
All the time.
Or Tiffany Jones?
Or Tiffany. Another walk and another run comes across. Pretty good crowd on hand today.
Next up for the Tigers, number 25, Jaden Sharp.
Jaden Sharp getting his first action of the ball game.
In for Jordan Myers.
Ooh. He gets plunked.
Don't rub it's what my coaches would say.
You allow that now, or do you still say don't rub it?
Oh, I'd still say it. Connor Keach.
And Connor
number
Keach
17.
will step in for the center fielder, Cooper Bates.
Next up, number 17, Connor Keach.
17-0. Strike one, inside corner.
Good work done behind the plate there. The catchers still
that
the
is
fundamentals. You know, you're
Alan Duarte.
blocking. He dropped to both knees to block the pitch.
Is a position I never wanted to play, and thank goodness I'm a lefty. I didn't have to worry about it. 1-1. Base hit.
Oh,
Infield single.
he called him off.
Coach Dobson called him off, so that will do the inning. It's now 18-0. We go to the fourth. You're watching Tiger Baseball on ArrowVision.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Ascension St. John, you'll find advanced heart care, brain, and spine care, and personalized cancer care. And we excel just as much in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
If you and your family have been waiting for the perfect time to jump into your dream home, it's here. We make buying a new home as easy as it is exciting with quick credit approvals and great rates. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Your side hustle keeps you moving. We'll help you get where you really want to go. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Life happens in a hurry. Our money experts will help you keep up. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
Pitch right down the middle from Lucas Hernandez. Strike one on Jacob Arisbe. Make it two in a row. I have a feeling that strike zone, Dustin, is going to be as big as a barn. Risbay, hard ground ball to third. Let the Tigers collect the out at first.
Shortstop, number 9, Houston Gonzalez.
Houston Gonzalez comes up to the plate. So where will you be at? Will you be at the softball complex tomorrow?
Is the Pope Catholic?
As far as I know. Last I checked. Houston
yes.
going to center. And that's going to be an out number 2.
But even on that hit right there, you could see how the wind was affecting the ball because we took a couple steps back and then had to come in. And they'll tell you as an outfielder, you know this, your first step doesn't need to be in.
No, it does not.
the worst thing could do as an outfielder is for people to see your numbers. Because that means the ball's over your head.
And I'm getting a bunch of words that my mother would not allow me to say. Bryce Rosdale with a big swing.
Would your mother allow them to be said to you?
Oh, yeah, all day long. If
Yeah.
I screwed it up, my mother would be all for that. We talked about your confidence for soccer. Where is it for softball?
Oh, softball's unblemished.
That's right.
I mean, you don't want to lose now. Tell Coach King, we come this far, might as well go ahead and
finish it
keep
out.
on winning.
Yep.
What they've done is pretty impressive.
Very impressive. Scarborough clubbing it. I know she's going to D1. That's a strike, and that'll end the inning 1-2-3 for Capitol Hill. But overall, when you look at Coach King's roster, it's not just her. There's a lot of talent.
Emily Evans leads off, and you do not think the home run power comes from somebody that plays short like she does, but she gets everything she has into her swing, and it's usually she may be close to our lead in home runs too, but then you got Childers and Scarborough and Kenya Harp, and then you got Josie Henson that's been hitting the ball too, and
doing some miraculous things in the circle as
yeah,
well.
It's unreal what she's done, especially in a game that you don't have a whole lot of control over the pitches. You're not. You can put some spin on it, but you're not throwing changeups. You're not throwing sliders.
Right.
I mean,
so will you let me do a Dan Does Stuff slow pitch edition, or is it
no,
only?
That's not even fair. That's like putting on a tee and say, hit this ball.
Yeah, but if I missed one, you would never let me live it down.
No question.
I mean,
I need to be there to razz you.
But if I miss one, I would never hear the end of it.
So if you came out here and took BP, how would that look?
I did take BP at the beginning of the year.
Did you?
I hit a rope down the right field line. Still got it.
Left-handed?
Left-handed.
Oh, I thought you were right-handed. Got
No,
just behind the
full,
ball.
I am full lefty all the way.
Who was pitching?
I was one of the assistants.
Don't tell me it's like the machine and
No,
they're throwing
no.
like 30 mile an hour.
No, I don't remember who exactly was pitching. But
Like if you couldn't even break the speed limit, that's not even considered a pitch.
no, I swung it really well that day. I think I even gave Dobson a smile with my batting ability.
Did you? So you're really feeling confident.
I'm feeling confident. I could do batting practice still. Now, if you give me regular pitching, I don't know if I could still take it anymore at the age of 38.
Do you really think softball you could do it? Fast pitch.
I did it one time on a Boise State story, and I only got one hit, and it was not a pretty hit.
Like you hit the ball or you got a hit?
I got a single, but it wasn't. It was a very just bloop single.
Now let me ask you this: was there a defense out there, or did you just?
There was
hit?
a defense out there.
No, so you,
there wasn't.
Okay.
Man, it doesn't go a day go by that Dustin Smith.
I'm
does
just
not
wondering
rid me.
because, like, if there's no fielders out there, then is it really a hit?
No, there was fielders out there.
There were.
There were, yeah. They did the full.
Where did you hit it to?
It was left center, if I remember right. I mean, this has been like almost 10 years ago now, so.
You've aged that much.
I know. How would you do for batting practice?
The late great Toby Keith said, "I'm not as good as I once was, but I may be good once as I ever was." So I may be able to. That'd be a good question. The softball comes in at such a different angle than what the baseball does.
Those rise pitches are not
Yeah,
fun.
they're
by
going
the
up,
way.
or I mean, it's just different.
Those rise pitches are just awful.
Timing just seems so wild to me. I mean, here you got 60 feet.
Right. Bedford with a 3-1 count. I would assume Coach Dobb will pull the dogs off if we get one. And Bedford draws the walk. Tigers have scored in every inning. 9 in the second, 3 in the first, 3 in the third.
Next up for the Tigers. Shortstop number 2, Brock Natali.
Brock Natali. Tigers are leading the Tampa Bay Rays 3-0, just to let you know. In Tampa.
Does Tampa even have a major league team this year?
I don't know. Let's see what their standings are. 12 and 11.
12 and 11, so you guys are right there together.
Yep. Orioles leading that American League East, 14 and 7. And I don't think Bedford was supposed to go to second on that.
I'm going to make sure those umpires are getting
getting their workout in.
They need to know what their rotation is in the three-man crew. And they're getting ready for the state tournaments, too.
Yes, they are. State, have they decided where it's going to be at? Last year, I know, it was at One Oak.
Yeah, I don't know that. I know at this point they may have already decided, and I'm just not aware of it. We could walk right down there to third base coaching box and ask, and Shannon Dobson be all over it. However, I don't think the umpires would be too friendly with us walking out there right now.
Probably not, no.
With play going on.
Selfishly, I like it being played at One Oak, but I covered one state tournament game in Oklahoma City as Bedford runs to third and runs back. Gets the hand signal of don't move. He's still getting the signal right now. I don't think he meant to run. It's force of habit.
Right.
I mean, it's hard when you're winning 18-0 to not do what you've been taught your whole life. 3-1. 3-2, rather. You've been watching any college baseball?
I have.
Do you poll for anybody?
I pull for my beloved Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Okay.
Who started out rough and have righted the ship a little bit. Oh, don't hit each other.
That one falls.
Next up for the Tigers. Number 20, Titus Healy.
Titus Healy coming up for BA, and it looks like we're going to get a new pitcher.
Yep, 20 looks like he's coming out. Ruben Uribe.
Ruben Uribe on the mound.
Now pitching for the Red Wolves, number 20, Ruben Uribe.
Yeah, we'll take a quick timeout here on ArrowVision. A new pitcher on the bump. We'll get the conclusion of this game coming up on ArrowVision. Stay with us.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Ascension St. John, you'll find advanced heart care, brain and spine care, and personalized cancer care. And we excel just as much in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
If you and your family have been waiting for the perfect time to jump into your dream home, it's here. We make buying a new home as easy as it is exciting with quick credit approvals and great rates. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Your side hustle keeps you moving. We'll help you get where you really want to go. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Life happens in a hurry. Our money experts will help you keep up. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
And welcome back to the Tiger baseball field. Ruben Uribe. And a pitch for Loretto. And with 2 on, Tigers look to keep their offense rolling. Dan Hawk alongside Dustin Smith, who graciously took time out of his busy duties as executive director of athletics to hang out with me, make fun of me, and watch some baseball for
Ask
the press
a few
box.
questions, give you some facts that weren't completely true.
That's right. Uribe pitches wide and outside.
But we did get a stat.
18 minutes.
No.
Oh.
This wasn't the one I'm going with, but how long does it take a cruise ship to turn around? How many miles?
How many miles?
3 miles.
That's it.
That's it?
I'm just kidding.
I mean, it takes me a lot less than 3 miles to turn around.
Yeah, I don't know how big a cruise ship is, clearly. I've only been on one.
I mean, I have determined in my short time on this broadcast that your perception of time and distance is probably not something that we ought to go with.
Yeah, I wouldn't go with me on it.
I may just need to start asking Blake.
Yeah, you might have to.
Blake is a beloved. He loves the Oklahoma State Cowboys as well.
Yes, he does. He's a former Poke.
Are you ever not a Poke?
No, I think you're probably always a Poke. I hear Mike Gundy's house is for sale. Thinking about putting roots in Stillwater?
It's a long commute. Not making that journey every day. I have to think that the market in Stillwater is not real high.
Probably not.
I mean, not for that high of a sale price. I think it's like $7 million or something like that.
And that will do the inning here.
So it looks like
we're going to go one more inning in the field.
He called the ball out. The umpire did.
So Tigers will go back to the field to get 3 outs and end the ball game with Capitol Hill. That's what they're going to look forward to. Dan Hawk, Dustin Smith, we got your baseball on ArrowVision. Stay with us.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Ascension St. John, you'll find advanced heart care, brain and spine care, and personalized cancer care. And we excel just as much in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
If you and your family have been waiting for the perfect time to jump into your dream home, it's here. We make buying a new home as easy as it is exciting with quick credit approvals and great rates. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Your side hustle keeps you moving. We'll help you get where you really want to go. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Life happens in a hurry. Our money experts will help you keep up. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
Welcome back to Tiger Baseball Stadium. Lucas Hernandez's day is done for Broken Arrow. He pitched a very solid outing for what he was out there for. 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts for him. Now in the pitch is Danny Turman, number 8. And 2 straight balls on Oscar Bacores. And I know you said, Dustin, that you are a poke through and through. Looking at your baseball standings, it's a log jam near the top.
Yeah. And there's still some baseball to be played.
Have you been up to O'Brate yet?
It's a beautiful park.
And that is going to be a called strike 3 on Oscar. So Alan Duarte, the catcher, coming up.
Next up, number 9.
Living legend right here in the ballpark, Coach Waymeyer.
Ah.
Oh, Jerry. Good man.
And that's a strike on the outside corner, Duarte. Yeah, you've got 3 teams in the Big 12 with 11-7 mark. Oklahoma 14-4. Oklahoma has just been on a tear. They've won 7 in a row in that Big 12.
Yeah, they've started. When Bedlam happened,
Duarte strikes out.
it was one-sided there for a while.
Right, it was.
Luis Sepulveda.
You like the new look of the Big 12 with all the teams that are in there?
It's.
Baseball-wise, it's some good baseball. BYU is kind of hit or miss, but
I go back to the days of Gary Ward and the Big Eight.
Yeah, I know.
When they dominated the Big Eight.
Yeah.
And Scott was mentioning earlier a guy by the name of Pete Incaviglia, greatest home run hitter of had a great home run career, but one year it was really special.
My college brought back baseball, and then COVID-19 happened, and then they cut it again. So, but our claim to fame is when we brought it back, we did beat Texas in a series. So,
what college was that?
Boise State.
Oh, not.
Yeah. No, we did not even have a field. So there you go.
The all the football fans in Oklahoma don't like Boise State.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, 2-2 the count.
Yep. One more strike and one foul.
Got a piece of that.
Luis Sepulveda.
Yeah, look alive over there in the on deck circle.
I don't think he even saw it. Danny's got quite an arm on the bump. That one's going to go. And as soon as they say that, he throws it to the backstop. Well, if you want to make the businessman special with me on Wednesday, I'll save you a seat on the bus. We'll be bringing our ArrowVision crew with students.
You're taking the bus?
We're taking a bus.
Are you driving said bus?
I am not driving. I do not have a CDL license, so I cannot operate that moving
so
vehicle.
Is this going to be the big activity bus?
The big bus, yeah.
Number 20.
I did get us, a tour at News on 6. It was my old stomping grounds. But first time I've been in there since I left there.
If only you knew somebody who worked for the Drillers or some of their games.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Is he seated to your right?
Well, I know. I'm good friends with the manager, Scott Hennessy. He comes to my Super Bowl party every year.
Oh.
So
you have a Super Bowl party?
I do. If you ever want to come, it's a very fun activity. Uribe swings right through it, 1-1. Uribe came into pitch, I think about 5 pitches for Capitol Hill. And strike 2 on Uribe.
One and 2 the count.
That one's inside. They throw it to second, and the Uribe is not going to get a chance to end the ball game, and that will do the first game. Broken Arrow victorious, 18-0. Dustin, any final thoughts?
I mean, you still got to execute in a game, even though it was as lopsided as it was. You still got to do things at the plate. You got to do things in the field. You got to throw strikes. And kudos for BA for being able to do that, picking up a win, which is important. Obviously, we'll keep our eyes looking at what happens out in Enid and see where that ends up impacting.
Yeah, they're getting ready to start out in Enid.
Yeah, 6:30 is almost where it's happening. So anyway, proud of the boys, proud of the team for being able to win this one, and we'll let the umpires change. Somebody's going to go behind the plate, which means we got a little bit of time between the next one. So appreciate you guys coming out and broadcasting this for our guys, and looking forward to what the next couple weeks brings.
Hopefully it'll be good things. Broken Arrow winner 18-0 over Capitol Hill in Game 1. Reminder, we will not have Game 2 for you on ArrowVision. You'll be having to check that one out online to get score updates. One club sponsors: First National Bank of Broken Arrow, Simpson St. John, Tulsa Bone and Joint, TTCU Federal Credit Union, the Arrow Group, and Quick Trip. And don't forget Tiger Threads. They're open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., 2200 North 23rd Street, Suite 161. Broken Arrow staff members, you get extra discounts as well. So check it all out. I want to thank our ArrowVision crew, Antonio Hurling, our stream director, Greg Spencer, director of ArrowVision, Blake Shy, producer and engineer, and, of course, Dustin Smith for being along the ride with me this afternoon. Until next time, go Tigers.